188. So green here, wind off the left, not really helping, maybe helping at all if I cut it. I'm gonna hit rinky dinks. So this tee is as far back as it would be in the summer. So we are forward tees, obviously on winter tees, so I'm not going to read too much into my score. I'm just happy I'm able to up and down it a few times and then hit some decent shots in between. But this one's playing the full length. This is all of this in the cold. I am literally going middle of the green. Another hole, par just wins. Get up. So I've slightly pulled it, which means it's now straight on line. Oh, it's on the front. It's the bugger. And these are some of the biggest lessons from these kind of videos I hope you can take. I'm aiming for the middle of the green. My bad shot with my rinkies, as a general rule, even though I can push it, is a bit more of a pull. So I've gone middle of the green, pulled it straight on line, but just hit it a bit harder. Struck it a fraction purer. Would have been really close. And I'd have taken that as good kind of course management. I'm probably even told the people I was playing with I did that on purpose. So landed just here, pop forwards, got a birdie putt. So my score is making me feel positive. I'm happy to have a birdie putt on a hole. I feel like I often have this kind of length for a par in the winter. Let's see if I can execute a putt. Little left. Went for it. Absolutely went for it up the hill. Oh, lipped that in. One of those ones you'd feel like you'd like the hole, put it into perspective. Plenty of up and downs I could have not made. It's always a kind of challenge to make sure you keep your thoughts balanced, because Mr. Frustration, Mr. Hard Done By, always knocking on the door, isn't he? And often it's Mr. Hard Done By that gets you feeling some of the negative thoughts. Last hole, it's actually the 10th, anyone who knows Dawlish Warren. But I start on the second because it's just easier for filming, because the first crosses with the 18th, so logistically it's a bit more difficult and confusing. It's a par 4, often plays hard. It's only 410 from this tee and it's straight down the wind. I've obviously been fighting coming in, whacking a driver, 2 fairways. I'm thinking nothing but try and make a birdie here. None of my head, even if I do drop a shot here, is thinking I can drop a shot from this tee downwind. So I've teed it up quite high. I'm going to try and hit it up in the air. It's downwind. I'm going to take it over the left side here, because it kind of doglegs around, but only from this tee, from the back tee, and in the normal wind you can't get it to that part of the fairway. Try and get one up in the air and sail this wind a bit. Yeah, hit that exactly where I wanted to. That's all I want to do when I play. For me, it's so much about hitting the shots that I see and visualise. As soon as I stop hitting the shots I'm seeing and visualise, I feel out of control. I don't enjoy it as much. I like to have control of where my ball is going. I think that's where it's funny when I play with like Matt and Rory, who obviously are willing to wait for the good bits and just accept the bad bits. I've never been able to do that. I've always wanted, and that's why I think I'm an instructor, because I've always wanted to learn what causes those bad ones and fix them. Hitting shots today how I want to see them in the air, if they're drawing, if they're fading, if they're high or low, only gives me confidence going forward. Didn't know that was there. Happy that I missed it. 100 yards to go. Gonna hit my 56 degrees. I'm gonna throw it in my head about 80, 85 downwind. Might skid forward on first bounce as well. Tight lie. It's just gonna feel good strike going on here. Go on, release. Oh, middle of the green maybe. Hard to be confident downwind. Need the putter again. Actually not bad for distance. The pin isn't as far back as it looked from back there. So again, rather than just my visual, I measured it 100 yards, tried to fly it 85 in my head, so I would do that. Again, I'm going to repeat, I've got the right distance, a fraction left. So I'm looking from the other side, because I can see from here it's going to come slightly this way. First initial putt is going to go that way, so I'm actually going to hit it quite straight. Not a bad roll. Nice 9 holes. So I like doing these because I think they really highlight one key factor, and it's a key factor that's so overlooked in coaching and with students with their questions. So much is kind of out there, isn't it, on the internet, like best grip, best wrist angle, best takeaway, all those kind of things. But what's the key word of often the sentences I'm using as you watch me play these holes when I'm trying to keep score? What am I drawing from and what am I building my database of? Pause the video now if you're still watching at this late stage. Pause it. Down there, what's the word that I'm building? What's the word that I'm really looking for and calling on the course in situation? Go on, there. It's experience. I'm building on my experience of the day, aren't I? First hole's coming up short than I thought and I adjusted. I've also got experience of cold weather, the ball going not as far, me in many layers, maybe not swinging it as fast. And I'm working this into everything I do. And while at the same time I'm learning from what happens in relationship to what I do today, because this is more experience. It's so obvious, we do it in life. You do it in golf as well. Post comments down below. Did you get experience? I reckon many people did. I may not have explained it well enough. Post comments if you like these kind of videos. I will try and do more of these throughout the year. Just a bit more of a serious take of what I'm like, what I'm trying to do when I play. Obviously I love the banter with the guys and they're going to continue, and still my favourite videos because we play for fun. But I think people forget that maybe I used to compete at this game and I've built up some experience, and that doesn't go, that stays in there. And I try to bring it out as a coach as much as possible. Thanks for watching.